Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I believe he was our first East African, specifically Somali, elected official. And Hussein was the first. He certainly was not the last.
Yes, I have been close with Hussein, that person whom we are talking about.
And I can't say enough how extraordinary Hussein Samatar was to our community. He was an idol to us. He's the first, as mayor say, first Somali elected officials. He paved the way for us. Let's just say that. He made it possible for me and many other elected officials to stand here today.
We are here to stay, and that is so true. And you are witnessing right now, Hussein was an extraordinary person that bring all the people together. No matter where you're from, what color you are, he brings all the people together.
We're going to walk over with the beautiful help of our drummers, and we're going to stop at a beautiful carpet over there. And on the carpet, so when we get to the carpet, we are going to be gifted by the poets who created these beautiful poems. Cisco is just hanging out over here. So if we can all get up and get ready. Perhaps some of us will be inspired to dance. Perhaps some of us will be inspired to skip as we journey over to receive poetry in the middle. And then after that, there's going to be the second sculpture at the beginning / at the ending, where we will receive our final programming. So please come journey with me. How's that, everyone? Can I get it in sound? Woo! Gratitude. What better way to capture the beauty of people's journeys than through poetry? And how lucky are we that we've gotten these wonderful, beautiful humans that all have unique connections to Minneapolis, to Minnesota, to the idea of journey, to the idea of holding hope. And I'm just going to share their beautiful names, and they can choose to read a poem and share something else with you.
Bonjour, Ninindwe Maganidug. Greetings, my relatives. Nagamo Mahingin and Dishnakaz. My name is Singing Wolf, but most people know me by my Jaganash or English name, which is Sharon Day. And I'm an Ojibwe woman from right here in Minnesota, Bois Forte. If you drive straight north about 4 hours, and just before you get to the Canadian border, that's where my people are from. And I'm honored to be here, and honored that Ifra asked me to participate in this. And so here, under the instructions that we were given, this is what I have composed. Love transcends time and space. From the east coast of Turtle Island to the lakes of Minnesota. From the east coast of Africa to the lands of Minnesota, love transcends all. Whether we chose it or it is chosen for us, there are those who go first to make a place for us, and those we leave behind. Love transcends all. Good much.
Assalamu alaikum everybody, my name is Mohammed Sharif. I'm from Cedar Riverside. I'm going to be reading one of my poems that was a part of the sculpture for Brother Inshallah. Allah is the most creative of us all, the creator of us all. And through him we changed and touched the sky. And if we didn't need change, caterpillars wouldn't fly. Magaibu an cha'alahay akhontu wa ifteen. And don't only follow, but live in your dream. Thank you.
I'll now be reading a poem by Sun Young Shin. Our bodies are 63% water. We flow, we are one. Inside our bodies, we reflect like rivers. We carry memories, stories, healing in better worlds. Like rivers from everywhere, we converge, we dance. There's also one more, also by Sun Young Shin. Wholeness is connection to the land, the water, to ourselves, to all being. Everybody has a spirit. Everything is a spirit. We begin our ancestors from homeland to neighborhoods. Our lives are widening circles of light, gathering what is sweet and good.
So here's my poem. It's based on the interviews of business owners on West Bank, Red Sea, Hard Times, Keeper Court. All day I hear the songs of workers, our hands sewing the shape of our hearts. Our hearts are water and soil, sweat and sugared mornings. Community is the architecture of love. Our blue light, morphic, falls from our mouths. Thank you. And then just a short statement. This process has meant a lot to me to honor the city of Minneapolis and our rich, diverse communities and cultural history. Being invited to participate in a permanent part of the city has raised in me an immeasurable experience of joy and belonging. For the last 75 years, Palestinians have been facing militarized violence that denies them their relationship to their homelands. This violence is green-lit by the United States, which in liberal spaces chooses to make the issue of belonging unnecessarily complex. Let the sculptures we receive in ceremony today make space for a decolonized future. This is love. I am honored to contribute to a part of something that is permanent as a sculpture can be, while recognizing that what is being pointedly demolished is what we are ceremonializing right now. Schools, sculptures, museums, colleges, artists, art, people. Let this sculpture invoke the spirit of belonging that all people deserve wherever they live. Let the spirit of resistance be also a space of holding and of ceremony. Free Palestine. Land back.
Peace, everybody. My name is Cisco. I'm a Cedar Riverside raised. Now, as Ibrahim mentioned, I'm a father of 3 now, so I got my 3rd baby at home. Appreciate it. The poem I'm about to read is a short version of a long one. I haven't performed in a long time, but catch me at the next performance. I'll probably perform the full version. So without further ado, the piece goes, will I live or will I die? Will I fall or will I rise? Will I be loved or be despised? When I stand, will you ride, or is the plan to go and hide? I'll do it if I have the soul to survive. But yo, what's life if your soul just dies? I can't smile and know my people cry. Peace.
Hello, I'm Shavanda, artist, mama, training artist. And I'm just honored to be here and to be among the poets selected to honor the life and legacy of Hussein Samatar. And this is my piece, Seeds. We will water the seeds you planted in us and sing to our collective roots, to intertwine, for in embrace we harbor a strength as everlasting as Somalia to soul. Somalia to soul. Somalia to soul. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Thank you.
We've got Habon reading the English translated poem. Habon was so generous, she also hand wrote the poem, so we feel very honored to have the whole family of Hussein Samatar participate. Here, Habon.
Upon the infinite of time, the word of wisdom was life will end. But your legacy lives on, a question rose as time will ask. Who was Hussein? When consciousness is dull, who could raise awareness? He was anemic of knowledge, gives nothing. Who initiated the act of educating a mind in need? He who is destitute of resources can't produce life itself. Who wove a basket to hold our financial fruit? He who gathered the community at the point of well-being to quench a thirst. How many rivers of dream has he brought us to bear? He who is persistent on this narrow path emerges on a wider road. Be an adventurer who gathers experience to spread wisdom. Now you know the footprints left behind. This is the legacy of Hussein. Allah bless Hussein, for he was a giver. Bestow him with the highest honor owed.
My name is Saeed Salah Ahmed, but not Ahmed Saeed Salah. It's written somewhere around here. Now it works. Yes, I have been close with Hussein, that person whom we are talking about. I have done with him a number of activities and works. It reminds me, in the first radio program we established together, my part of the program was called the Camel Bell Messages. With the family, they will ring with me my poem in Somali. There it says, Murti waa hore wax la oran jiray, waari mayside war ha kaa hadho. Anna waxaan idhi weydiinaha toyo waqtigaa qoray Hussein waa kuma. Ogaalka wahsaday wacyigelin iyo weer tusaale ah yaa u werin jiray. Aqoon wiiqani wax ma garatee yaa waxbarashada u wanqali jiray. Weyd sabool ahi wax ma gudatee waab dhaqaale ah yaa u walax dhigay. Bulsho wadareed ceel wadaayina intaas oo webi yaa u wada horay. wadiiqadan soco waddo weyn bay dul walhanaysaa. Ha ka weecane waaya arag noqo. wadiiqadan baro astaamaha wadhan waa warka hadhay iyo xuseen waa kaa xuseen waa kaa waxtarkiisii weyne naxariis hauga dhigo wehel xuseen waa kaa xuseen
Right now, we would love to just share with you a little bit about this beautiful journey that took us 5 years to reach. Gratitude, gratitude for the wonderful drummings. Absolutely. We just want to share a little bit of what it took us to make this piece. This is Aaron and Randy, my wonderful troublemakers, dreaming 5 years and plus. Randy would love to continue 5 more years, right? Here, I'll pass it on to my teammates.
Great, thank you, Ifra. First and foremost, let's again extend a heartfelt gratitude to Bumba Moya for their incredible performance, setting the tone for this celebration. So thank you very much. Appreciate that. I feel really honored and humbled to be part of so many amazing artists here today. That was really moving. So thank you to everybody who's involved in this project. But Randy and Ifra, thank you guys so much. It's been an honor being part of this with you. So I've learned so much, and just thank you for all your hard work and dedication to this. It's really appreciated. Thank you again to the talented poets who contributed their words and wisdom to the creation of this sculpture and the celebration in our shared journeys. Your poetic voices have breathed life into this project, infusing it with depth and rich meaning. So with that, we're very thankful for all you've done for this project. As we reflect on this journey that led us to this momentum occasion, I want to talk a little bit about the project from a visual standpoint and just give you a sense of kind of what went into it and what we were thinking about when we designed it. The wave, a powerful symbol of motion and fluidity, serves as a metaphor for our collective journey. It represents the ebb and flow of life, the constant movement and evolution that define our human experience, and the rich history of Cedar Riverside, shaped by waves of immigration that have contributed to its diverse and vibrant community. But more than that, these two sculptures, connected yet separated, symbolize an idea of bridging cultures, bridging communities, and bridging two distinct places in the city. It's a testament to the power of art to transcend boundaries and bring people together in harmony and understanding. The rhythmic curves and vibrant hues, the abstract wave stands as a tribute to resilience, unity, and the enduring spirit of Hussein Samatar. None of this would have been possible without the unwavering support of Mary Altman. Thank you, Mary. The Department of Arts and Cultural Affairs and its director, Ben Johnson. Their commitment to fostering creativity and cultural exchange has been instrumental in bringing our vision to life, and for that, we extend our sincerest thanks. Also want to send a special thanks to Jim Brenner, who's in the crowd, for his incredible craftsmanship in fabricating the sculpture. Your skill and expertise has brought our vision to life. We're truly grateful for your contribution to this work. Is Jim here? Thank you, Jim. Really appreciate it. Just one note about the sculptures. Ifra mentioned handwriting, so the poems are actually handwritten by the poets, with the exception of a couple. We had other kind of handwriters write some of them, but so it's their actual handwriting on this sculpture, which is a pretty unique feat. So that's something that I think is pretty interesting about this. And also the colors were chosen from a tapestry that we selected the colors from a tapestry at the African Development Center. So there's sort of this conversation that's happening with those things. And last but certainly not least, just Wanted to express deep gratitude to our families for their unwavering support in this training.
Well, I'm not going to outdo Aaron, but I would like to just say that it has been over 5 years, and when it's been that long, you get to know a lot about yourself and the people you're working with, and not always easy times, but it does create kind of a story, and there are a lot of stories that are imbued in those metal pieces, and I think that's kind of the magic of this artwork, is that it goes beyond what it's made of, and it starts really expressing the spirit of this community and this city, and it's been an honor to be involved with it. I've really enjoyed getting to know Ifra, who I didn't know, Aaron I didn't know, Mary and Kirsten I did know, but I got to work with them again, Uba, the Cedar Riverside community, and more people than I can list here. So I just want to thank you for the opportunity.
Join me in extending a warm welcome to Mayor Jacob Fry.
So this project, importantly, yes, goes back 5 years, but as many in the crowd can also point out, it goes back 10 to when the original vision for having a bridge from Cedar Riverside to downtown got started. We have a long history in this city of intentional segregation, of intentionally pushing communities aside, whether that's through redlining or restrictive covenants that run with the land, or it's intentionally setting up barriers like a lot of heavy industrial or a massive highway. Intentional decisions that have ensured that communities don't have the same access that others do. This was intentional on the north side. It was also intentional for Cedar Riverside here, which has been not just a bastion of hope, but a bastion of economic vitality, of creativity, of art, and has a long-standing history of welcoming extraordinary new Americans and immigrants to our city. And so 10 years ago, there was a question, one, as to whether we should have a bridge at all. And secondly, once that question was determined, whether that bridge should be centered around automobiles, which was, believe it or not, a possibility, or it should be centered around people and art. Now, 10 years later, I am so proud that we've made the decision collectively that was made to honor our incredible community here at Cedar Riverside, to honor Hussein Samatar, to honor Uba Jama, by the way, Hussein's widow, who has also been so powerful and inspirational herself. And I also want to give a huge thank you to the incredible and brave, courageous artists, the performers, the poets, the designers, those that have made sure that you can literally hook this incredible piece of art into the ground. All of these people. Why? Because look, it takes a whole lot of courage to be an artist. You're conjuring up something from deep within yourself and you're sharing it. But usually, oftentimes, as an artist, you are giving it or selling it to a person or a family or one community. In the case of public art, it's even a deeper level of courage. Why? Because you're putting this out there for everybody to critique, for everybody to judge, but most importantly, to inspire everyone. And you all have had the guts to do this incredible work here. Common Currents, I think, is something that is so perfectly honoring Hussein Samatar. The fact that we have this bridge here is emblematic of everything that he pushed for as a person, because he was constantly creating bridges and constantly creating a current where so many others after him could then flow. And forgive me if I'm wrong, but I believe he was our first East African, specifically Somali, elected official. And Hussein was the first. He certainly was not the last. From From Abdi Warsami to Jamal Osman to Ilhan Omar to Hodan Hassan to so many others, to Mahmoud Noor. I know there's the fact that I could probably go on for another 5 minutes shows how incredible his leadership was from the very beginning. It is something special, it is something worth honoring, and it is something that we collectively are so proud to be a part of. For those that thanked the arts department, thanking Mary Altman, thanking Ben Johnson. Actually, if you're in the arts department at all, period, please raise your hand. You know, for Mary, who's been working on this for a decade and more so, but certainly the last decade on this project, deserves so much credit with all of the rest of the artists. And it's just an honor, really truly an honor to be here with all of you. And so I believe I have the honor of introducing our next speaker, which is our council member of the area here, the 6th Ward of Jamal Osman, who from his very early days, from the first moments that I knew him in office, wanted to see this project not just get completed, but get completed in a way that works beautifully for our entire community. Please give a round of applause for Councilmember Jamal Osman. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. It's an honor for me to stand here and just let me talk about a little bit what this means to the community. As an immigrant, most of us got here, 20, 30 years ago, and now we have our name, our poetry, our gabai, our gerar, everything printed there in Somali. The other side of that beautiful color has a Somali written. This means a lot to our community. This means a lot to see the Riverside and many moms and dads and Saeed Salah, who a legend to Somali community, someone who taught many people. I also see Firdousa Jama, who is standing out there every Sunday. She teaches our small kids poetry, a language, their culture back home. So this feels home. This feels home, standing here, having this. And it's a beautiful thing to represent that. Not just to see the Riverside, but also Elliott Park, which is across the street. And I can't say enough how extraordinary Hussein Samatar was to our community. He was an idol to us. He's the first, as mayor say, first Somali elected officials. He paved the way for us. Let's just say that. He made it possible for me and many other elected officials to stand here today. In his lifetime, he served as a Minneapolis Public School board member, and also he's and his wife are the founder of African Development Center over there, and it's still going. It's still serving the community. So now it's my honor for me to introduce Ubah Jama. They got married in 1994, and they have 4 beautiful children, and she's actually my neighbor. She lives in Phillips West, if she still does. She lives in Phillips West in that area. So her and her husband made many things that you see possible for us. And I can't wait to see how much the immigrant community can contribute for this path. And especially I also want to thank Public Works, who is continue to maintain this street, and also our department, Director Ben Johnson, who's standing out there. So for making it possible and for making us feel home. This is home for us. And now I would like to call Ubah Jama to come.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Galab wanaagsan. Assalamu alaikum. Hebe, do you want to say something first? Come on up.
My name is Hussein Samatar. Hussein Samatar was my dad. But I just want to say thank you to the artist who created this work. I'm blessed to see each and every one of you creating this, especially Ifrah and Christian. Thank you, Ifrah, for coming to my house and making sure Hussein's legacy goes on.
Thank you. Thank you, Mama. It looks like we all did all together. It takes a village to raise a child. So each one of you, from bottom of my heart, Thank you very much. Waad mahadsantihiin. Waan idinka qabaa, especially my family over here. I just want to say, they told me to say something about Hussein. 19 years. What should I say? How long is you guys gonna sit down and wait for me and listen what I need to say? He's one of the kind. That's all I can conclude that. Hussein used to say, we are here to stay. And you can see it right there. We are here to say it. You gather all of you here to witness this. We are here to stay, and that is so true. And you are witnessing right now, Hussein was an extraordinary person that bring all the people together. No matter where you're from, what color you are, he brings all the people together. Actually, he speaks Italian Somali too, if most of you don't know. One of the meaningful ways to honor the memory of behalf of Hussein is Sadaqa Jariyah. Sadaqa Jariyah, this is what it calls Sadaqa Jariyah. To remember, which means continual charity. This is the way to extend a positive impact of person's life even after they have left us. Somali proverb says, "Wari meiside war hakaharo." Wari meiside war hakaharo. Hussein loved bright colors, as you can see, especially in my home too. And you guys that did it, thank you so much. On behalf of my family, I want to say thank you. Wad mahadsantihin. Gracias. Asante. The other thing I want to say is also I have another family that I belong to. My co-workers, East African Elementary Magnet School. Say hi. They're all around. Yes. My boss, which is my principal, is right there. So I just want to say on behalf, from bottom of my heart, thank you for coming in this weather that changes within 2 minutes, within a gap of 3 minutes. So let's have party and then give hugs to each other. We all are brothers and sisters, and we are here to stay. Thank you.
السلام عليكم. aad baan ugu faraxsanahay maanta inaan halkan ku soo bandhignay xusitaan lagu xuseeyo marxuumka walaalkeen Ilaahay u naxariistay Hussein Samatar oo streetkan iyo wadadan lagu magac daray maantana sidii bawt ahaa ama gabay ama waxyaalaha ku saabsan hidii dhaqanka lagu soo bandhigay aad baan ugu mahad celinayaa dhammaan Hussein Ilaahay u naxariisto wuxuu ahaa nin aad iyo aad Soomaalida Minneapolis jooga u hormariyay ha noqoto dhinaca dhaqaalaha ha noqoto dhinaca siyaasadda ha noqoto dhinac walbeeto maantana meeshaan taaganahay dadaalkiisa iyo waxaana soo gaarsiiyay dhammaan waxyaalaha uu ka tagay wuxuu bilaabay African Development Center-ka school backboard ku ahaa jiray maantana waxaan ku soo bandhignay halkan streetkan dhan oo stadiumku dhown magaciisa lagu xusaaya aad bay u mahadsanyihiin dhammaan dadkii ka soo qayb galay iyo dadkii ka dambeeyay City Minneapolis oo arrin weyn ka qaadatay in arrintan si wanaagsan u dhacdo